Hi. I see and hear a lot of you creationists and a lot of you evolutionists coming together on the internet and engaging in endless chatter and unproductive arguments about the question. And I think you guys enjoy it simply because it is a conflict. You don't seem to want to get anywhere at all. If it angers you, you like that it angers you, and that galvanizes you. That's about 90% of you, but I have the feeling that another 10% might actually want to come to some resolution. So here are some points to investigate. He who wishes to decide whether man is the modified descendant of some pre-existing form would probably first inquire whether man varies, however slightly, in bodily structure and in mental faculties, and if so, whether the variations are transmitted to his offspring in accordance with the laws which prevail with the lower animals. Again, are the variations the result, as far as our ignorance permits us to judge, of the same general causes, and are they governed by the same general laws as in the case of other organisms? For instance, by correlation, the inherited effects of use and disuse, etc. Is man subject to similar malconformations, the result of arrested development, of reduplication of parts, etc.? And does he display in any of his anomalies reversion to some former and ancient type of structure? It might also naturally be inquired whether man, like so many other animals, has given rise to varieties and sub-races, differing but slightly from each other, or to races differing so much that they must be classified as doubtful species? How are such races distributed over the world? And how, when crossed, do they react on each other in the first and succeeding generations? And so with many other points. The inquirer would next come to the important point whether man tends to increase at so rapid a rate as to lead to occasional severe struggles for existence. Rwanda, anyone? And consequently to beneficial variations, whether in body or mind, being preserved and injurious ones eliminated. Do the races or species of men, whichever term may be applied, encroach on and replace one another so that some finally become extinct? We shall see that all these questions, as indeed is obvious in respect to most of them, must be answered in the affirmative, in the same manner as with the lower animals. But the several considerations just referred to may be conveniently deferred for a time, and we will first see how far the bodily structure of man shows traces, more or less plain, of his descent from some lower form. In succeeding chapters, the mental powers of man, in comparison with those of the lower animals, will be considered. Darwin, 1879. Not good enough for me. I wish it were a little bit more varied, but it's a starter.